Ever heard of a car so awesome, so powerful, that didn't even need to exist to become a legend? Dealerships were getting calls from people ready to put money down for a car that didn't even exist. It even reached the folks at Dodge's headquarters.
All right, guys, so welcome back. Thank you for hanging out, spending a few moments here with me. If you're new, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Now, today we're going to be talking about that time that Carbuzz absolutely broke the internet. And they did that with an April Fool's joke that many people really kind of fell for. I remember back in 2019 on my YouTube channel constantly getting comments about how Dodge was going to be releasing a Charger with a Hellephant crate engine.
So that is 3 Ghoul videos this year. I am totally milking this clickbait topic. Usually I make one, and you know, the views are always so good on these Ghoul videos.
You know, a 7-liter 426 with a supercharger. It's going to make 1,000 horsepower. And I finally made a video, and I am so glad that I did. Now, it was a little bit of a clickbait video. I basically wrote delivery Ghoul SRT, and really the whole idea of that video was me going to a Dodge dealer and really talking to anybody that I could get my hands on about whether this Ghoul SRT was actually coming or not.
You ever hear of an SRT Ghoul?
No, I'm not.
Supposedly they're taking Chargers and putting a Hellephant crate engine in it and selling it. Okay. Is that something that you know anything about?
No.
Have you ever heard of SRT Ghoul? It's basically Charger with a Hellephant crate engine put into it. Is Dodge planning on doing that?
Well, they're considering it. I mean, it's been on the drawing board. They've done experimentation, but are they going to put it into production?
So there's no production. It's kind of just still in like the drawing board.
Yeah, well, it's making everybody drool over it, so that way everybody who's got the Hellcats, SRT, and everything else,
okay,
say, you know.
So there still is a chance that it could potentially come out.
Still hit the streets, which would be nice.
And it's the 1,000 crank horsepower, 426,
and allegedly totally amazing.
Nice.
I mean, I've been a Viper SRT tech since the early 90s. So
we need some inside info, man. You ever hear of an SRT Ghoul?
SRT Ghoul?
Ghoul.
No, never.
Hellephant crate engine dropped into a Charger. No? 1,000 horsepower.
Sounds familiar. Yeah. No.
Dodge is planning $200,000 to sell it, you know, limited production.
Really?
You don't know anything about it?
No idea. I heard bits and pieces about things like that. They were going to plan on doing that, but nothing official.
The video went crazy. A lot of people thought I was actually taking delivery of this nonsensical car, and it was just nothing more than an April Fool's joke. But I really wanted to get an attention-grabbing thumbnail and title so that people could actually see that there was really nothing to be bought. I mean, there was just no way that this car was going to be coming out. Carbuzz really nailed it because everybody was hoping that Dodge was going to do this. And so having an article out there and a whole bunch of YouTube videos kind of quote unquote confirming that this Ghoul was going to be real, it kind of played into, you know, people's hopes and dreams that we would one day see something as crazy as a 1,000 horsepower Charger with the legendary 426. But, you know, each year that would pass, the Carbuzz articles would get a little bit more suspicious, and people kind of caught on that it was nothing more than, you know, an April Fool's joke. And they recently created an article going over that it was all nonsense. They grabbed the logo from a, you know, a bunch of sketches that they were coming up with the Dodge Demon. And I think really at that point, you know, you had the buzz of a lot of higher trim vehicles. You know, you had the Red Eye, the Demon. And it just seemed like they kept coming out with more and more horsepower and, you know, really cool trim levels. So, you know, having something as weird as a Ghoul SRT just seemed kind of like right up their alley. Like it's something that would realistically happen. And, you know, as YouTubers, you know, we kind of grab onto these articles because we know that it kind of caters, or it really kind of plays into a lot of what the audience wants to see, which is high horsepower and, you know, just screaming V8s. And we all did these kinds of videos and they went crazy. I think my video in a year, I think got around 1 million views, which was, you know, for a channel that was, you know, not even 100,000 subscribers. I think I was at, you know, 70, 80,000 subscribers. That was huge for me. It was one of my best videos that I released, and the amount of subscribers that I picked up, the activity, the likes, dislikes, all of it. The comment section was a war zone on that video. And so, you know, I'm really grateful that I created that video. I was kind of just, I woke up one day and I was just like, I'm just going to do it, man. And I went, and the amount of hate that I got for that video was hysterical. But, you know, as a YouTuber, you're always trying to find that video where, you know, people are just going crazy, and whether they hate you, they like you, it's all irrelevant. You're throwing stuff out there and hoping that it kind of sticks. So either way, a new article shows that it was all nonsense and that there's nothing really in the works. They never planned on bringing out a Hellephant powered Charger or Challenger. I think we've seen what Dodge had to offer, which is, you know, the last thing was the Demon 170, and that was their final hurrah. And now it's, you know, as you guys know, it's EVs and inline sixes until Dodge really comes out with something official to announce. So either way, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. I know you guys have to rewind your brains a little bit, but in 2019, 2020, were you guys on board with the Ghoul? Did you guys think it was actually real? Or did you know it was nonsense?